everybody, welcome to my channel. So if you are tuning in via YouTube, via Facebook, via Instagram, or via my podcast, I want to say welcome to everybody. My name is Cosmo. We are doing a daily vibration today, y'all, and it is what? It is January 14th, 2021, and we are vibrating on the number 2 today. Not to mention that it is Thursday, y'all, okay? And Thursday vibrates on the number 9. Not to mention Thursdays are also ruled by Jupiter, so there's a lot of expansion going on in the atmosphere today, right? Because Jupiter is all about expansion. So we're going to talk about some things today, okay? And I'm going to jump right into this, all right? We had the new moon in Capricorn yesterday. We also had that grand conjunction on the 21st of December. So this was all about what do you want, right? So we're talking about the next cycle of 20 years asking you, what do you want, okay? I just got off the phone with a friend of mine, and I want to let you guys know this daily vibration may be a little raw today because I'm telling everybody right now, this year or this next 20 years, I'm not with the bullshit. I'm not with the bullshit, okay? I'm on my grown shit, okay? So I want to just set the tone here today to let you guys know I am not expanding any more bullshit in my life for this next 20 years cycle, okay? So if you're on your bullshit and if you're on your fuckery, you need to stay very far away from me, okay? And that is a public service announcement, okay? So with that being said, all right, I want to let you guys know today is Thursday and we are vibrating on the number 9, all right? And it is also the 14th of January, 2021, okay? Or should I say 2012, depending on how you're doing the reversal of the numbers, okay? Keeping in mind, my love, that you are responsible for your own energy, not just the energy that you put out, but also the energy that you receive, all right? So you're going to have to be mindful of protecting your energy, creating your boundaries, your healthy boundaries, right? Not toxic boundaries, but healthy boundaries as we are moving throughout this energy. Keeping in mind, this expansion that we're talking about is going to work in a positive aspect of things as well as in the negative aspect of things. So you want to be mindful about that too, okay? Now, the moon is in Aquarius, okay? It entered Aquarius yesterday at 11:44 a.m., which means that there's going to be a sense of knowing. There's just going to be an intuitive sense of you knowing, all right? There's going to be an intuitive sense of wanting to learn more, wanting to expand your knowledge more. So yeah, tap into that energy today, you know, and if you're really tapping into the Aquarian energy, sometimes, you know, you Aquarians don't mind ghosting people, you know, so you may have to ghost somebody today. I'm just saying, if you're really tapping into that energy, honey, okay? So let's break down the vibration. The date, January 14th, 2021 is vibrating on the number 2. So we're going to talk about some of the polarities that you can take a look at when you are tapping into the collective energy, right? So when I talk about the collective energy, this is the energy around you. So we're talking about the you know, the lady at the supermarket. We're talking about the receptionist at your doctor's office. We're talking about, you know, the gas station attendant, whatever, right? We're talking about the collective energy that everyone is partaking in and that everyone is affected by, right? Now, you do get to master yourself and jump states at any time, which means you can't be happy and sad at the same time. You got to choose which state you're going to operate in, right? Okay. With that being said, vibrating on the number 2 today, you do have intuitive energy in the atmosphere, right? So you know how I tell you guys all of the time, your intuition is linked to your opportunities and your possibilities, right? So that saying that, you know, like, opportunities only come once in a lifetime, that is bullshit. Opportunities are always around you. You just need to tap into your intuitive energy so you can tap in to your possibilities and your opportunities, okay? So intuitive energy is always in the atmosphere. Number 2 also vibrates in being gentle today, right? So being gentle is going to be key for some of you today. Some of you, justice, okay, law and order is in the play for you today. So some of you, if you're in court or you have anything dealing with the court system today, you do need to know that justice is in the atmosphere. Let me tell you this, however, if you have been operating in fuckery, just know that the justice may be coming in swift and it may not be on your side, okay? So just keep that in mind, all right? Today, some of you are going to have to tap into your charming energy and lay that charm on, honey, okay? Sensitivity is in the atmosphere today, so if you want to impact, you want to be very mindful about the sensitive energy in the atmosphere, okay? Especially if you're still in the shadow of that new moon energy. So be mindful of that, okay? Ambition is going to be on the forefront for some of you today. So you want to tap into that ambitious energy to kind of push you through maybe getting out of your way. So you're not self-sabotaging things today, okay? Your personal will is going to be key today. So some of you are going to have to push past how you feel, push past that negative thinking, and get out of those self-fulfilling prophecies, honey, okay? On the lower vibration, or on the other polarity of the number 2, you do have fear of unplanned changes. And this is what keeps a lot of people stuck and blocked, okay? So you do have the imprint of fear of the unplanned changes today, right? This is why I say you're going to have to jump state, sometimes tell your feelings how to feel, okay? You also have unloving as well as unemotional energy in the atmosphere. And I know this is where you're going to say, well, come on, like, ain't that shit in the atmosphere all day, unloving and unkind and, you know, unemotional energy? Yes, it is, honey. It is, right? Because then you have people that are dealing with their trauma and like PTSD, post-traumatic stress and stuff like that, right? However, guess what? When you are sensitive to energy and you can feel someone's projection of unloving and unemotional energy, guess what? You have boundaries, right? You know you. So you do not have to sit up in any energy, honey, that is not beneficial to you, okay? So know that, all right? You are your own guru. You are your own master, all right? So know that. Some people, you have to pay attention to the codependency in the atmosphere today, okay? You got codependent energy in the atmosphere, so you're going to have to be mindful of that. Not to mention, some people are also going to be operating the energy of hesitation, right? So that can work for you or it can work against you, right? So if you're a procrastinator, a self-sabotager, a self-fulfilling prophesier, right? You definitely want to be mindful that the hesitation that you're moving towards is not because of fear, okay? Now, let's jump on down to number 9, okay? Number 9 today on the higher vibrational end, one spectrum of the number 9, you have enlightenment, right? So, aha. Some of you could be having a lot of epiphanies today. Some of you could definitely be tapping into a deeper level of your spiritual work today and gaining enlightenment of self today. Number 9 also vibrates on inner strength. So you want to tap into that today because I told you, personal will, honey, okay, personal will, okay? So inner strength is going to be key today. Sympathy and empathy is going to be something that you may have to be jumping in and out of today. So be mindful of that, all right? Inner wisdom, that means, honey, sometimes you're going to have to... close that mouth, breathe, and think before you speak. The goal is not for you to react, but for you to take action, honey. Okay, so be mindful of that as you're moving throughout the day, all right? Not to mention, public relations is also one of the vibrations of the number 9. So all I'm going to say is be mindful of the shit that is going to be popping off in the collective today, all right? Not to mention, let me just give some dates because I haven't given dates in a long time, okay? Pay attention to January 20th, January 21st, and January 23rd of this year. Okay, there's going to be some energy in the atmosphere, so you want to be mindful of how you're moving on those dates, okay? And I don't believe, I think January 23rd could be like a, could be like coming into that full moon energy. So y'all gonna want to be careful about that, right? We starting to get into the shadow of the full moon energy because full moon is on the 28th. Okay, so pay attention to January 23rd, okay? All right, so on the other end of the spectrum of the number 9, you can see people making unwise choices today. You can also see people that doesn't have focus, okay? They're a little stagnant energy, okay, right? You can also see a lot of pessimistic energy in the atmosphere today, all right? So these are just a few things for you to be mindful of, right? Now, I do want to say it's a new year, okay? If you are doing your work, this new year is not about creating, what do you call that? New Year's resolution, right? This is about you doing your work. Okay, you cannot be happy and sad at the same time. You got to be honest with yourself about how you feel. You got to be honest with yourself about what you want. You got to be honest with yourself about if you're the one operating in fuckery or not, right? If you're the one operating in fuckery, you're going to have to, come on, man up, boss up, woman up, okay? You are going to have to learn how to be able to get through your stuff, not just emotionally, but mentally, okay? And depending on what the situation is, some of you are going to have to get through some things physically too, right? I literally hear some of you are going to have to get out of your own way, okay? Get out of your own way is going to be the message today, okay? With all of this beautiful energy hopping on off today, personal will, right? Inner strength, inner wisdom. Okay, so you're going to have to get out of your own way today. All right. So let's jump into this, right? We are going to do the elementals. All right. If you are an earth sign, because we're still in Capricorn season, right? Earth signs are going to be Capricorns, Taurus, and Virgo. All right. If you're not a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo, this message is going to apply to the physical realm, the house, the car, the bills, the children, the responsibilities that dwells where, therein. So just be mindful of that as you're moving throughout the day. Okay. Not to mention, my love, today you guys have completion, which is sacral chakra energy, self-worth, which is also sacral chakra energy, and renewal, which is root chakra energy, right? Completion and self-worth. You're going to have to let the dead be dead, honey. The things that are dead, bury them. Which means that you don't have to keep circling back to old things emotionally, all right? What you need to do is heal. So if dead things keep popping up, that's an indication that you have not healed, honey. Okay, so if past pain, past trauma keep coming up, that's an indication that you need to transmute that energy, baby. Okay, and that the way that you may need to do it today, my wonderful, wonderful earth signs, is through self-worth and renewing that self-worth, right? Which means when someone's opinion becomes more important than your opinion of yourself, you have a problem. When someone's opinion of you becomes more important than your opinion of yourself, my love, you got a problem. Okay, so my wonderful earth signs today, completion, right? Let the dead bury the dead. Don't keep going back in the past, honey. Okay, your self-worth is going to be key today. You're stepping into a season of renewal. You're going to have to ground that root chakra and deal with the emotional stuff in your sacral chakra. Okay, my loves. Alrighty. Now we're going to jump on over to the air signs. If you an air energy, that is going to be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Okay, if you are not a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, my love, you're going to apply this energy to your thinking, your spiritual and your mental thinking. Okay. So today you guys have bittersweet, which is throat chakra. You also have perseverance, which is sacral chakra, and impasse, which is also sacral chakra. Okay, that's a lot of emotions, right? Throat chakra is about being able to speak your truth. Okay, it's also about speaking your life purpose. Okay, this is also maybe even listening. Okay, because some people think when you're dealing with throat chakra, that means you got to do a lot of talking. No, sometimes you could just be talking too much. You need to shut up so you can listen, right? So today, bittersweet. You may need to listen and tap into that throat chakra energy, or you may need to speak your truth today, right? Now, with that being said, my wonderful ear signs, keep in mind that your truth may not be everybody else's truth. Okay, now, you are at an impasse within this energy. Now, sacral chakra energy deals with relationships, the change that needs to happen within the relationships, and the emotions. It also deals with karmic patterns, honey, okay? So be mindful. There is a decision that you have to make, and no matter what the decision is, you need to know to brace yourself to push through, persevere, okay? Especially on an emotional level. You are going to have to speak your truth, and it may be bittersweet because your truth may not resonate with everybody else's truth, okay? So just keep that in mind as you're moving throughout the day, all right? Now, we're going to go on over to the wonderful water elements. This is going to be Cancers, Pisces, and Scorpios. If you are not a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, my love, you are going to apply this message to your emotions, your feelings, okay? That is where this message is going to come out for my wonderful water elements and water signs today, okay? So water signs and water elements, you got wisdom, heart chakra popping up today. You also have balance, which is throat chakra. Balance, which is third eye chakra energy. And then you got bittersweet, which is throat chakra energy, okay? So let's jump into this. Use your wisdom today from the place of your heart space, right? Which means that operate from a heart space first, which means check into yourself to see how you feel, so you are not reacting, but you're taking action, okay? Utilize wisdom. You don't have to respond to everything. You don't have to respond to everyone. Just keep that in mind, all right? Find the balance today, all right? Third eye chakra is going to ask you to pay attention to how you perceive things. Watch your perception and how you're moving in that energy, okay? You also have bittersweet energy popping on off with your throat chakra. Once again, throat chakra energy, you may need to speak for some stuff, or you may need to listen, okay? Just know that, all right? Okay, last but not least, we are going to jump into the wonderful fire elements, which is going to be Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. If you are not a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries, my love, you are going to apply this energy to either anywhere in your life where action or movement is required. This can be passionate energy, lustful energy, just depending on what end of the spectrum you're on, or it can also be intuitive energy, okay? So just know that for my wonderful fire signs, or if you are tapping into the fire element, okay? Yeah, I got throat chakra energy, okay, popping up, saying vanity is at play. You also have crown chakra energy popping up with release, and you have the growth card popping up with heart chakra energy. All right, it kind of feels like a lot of people got some throat chakra energy today. Kind of feel like everybody got some throat chakra energy going on today. Okay, keeping in mind today, Thursday, is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is all about expansion, and Jupiter will expand whatever you put out there. If it's negative shit, you're gonna get some negative shit expanded. If it's some positive stuff, you're gonna get some positive things in expansion, right? So be mindful. Try not to keep up with the Joneses today. Try not to agree with everything today that you know is not in line with where you are. Okay, so speaking your truth and creating healthy boundaries is showing up within this throat chakra energy today. You also have the release card, which is crown chakra energy, and that is about releasing the things and maybe even the people and the situations that no longer work for you. All right, so be mindful of that as you're moving throughout this energy. Not to mention the heart chakra card is popping up and saying there's some growth needed. You don't spoke your truth. You don't release some stuff. You need to know you're stepping into growth. And if you have not spoken your truth and if you have not released some stuff, they're telling you it's time to grow up, honey. Okay, so you can't be happy and sad at the same time. You get to choose what state, honey, you're going to be in. All right. And I already told y'all how I'm feeling right now. I'm not with the bullshit. It's a new year. Okay, it's a new calendar year. We're about to go into a new Zodiac year when we hit March. So solidify, okay, your shit before we get to March in Aries season, okay? Capricorn, this new moon energy happened yesterday. Come on, solidify your stuff. Solidify your stuff, okay? Solidify your stuff. Stand your ground, okay? Implement your healthy boundaries. Understand, okay, that your boundaries are your boundaries. Not everybody was going to want to pay attention to your boundaries, and you may have to reinforce your boundaries, right? But you can't give anyone ultimatums, right? And you can't give anyone boundaries. You create your boundaries and then you fortify your boundaries. And sometimes people are going to try to push past your boundaries, and then it is up to you to make sure that you are staying firm in your healthy boundaries that you've created for yourself. And I'm talking about healthy boundaries. I'm not talking about no toxic shit, y'all. Talking about healthy boundaries, okay? All right, I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to see y'all on Clubhouse if you're on Clubhouse. My loves, I know I haven't done a live, and I have not done a live on YouTube in like 2 weeks. And I got to be honest with you guys, I have literally, I've been studying. So when I do jump on live, I got a lot of stuff for you guys. I've been studying. I have also been getting in a place with my purpose because I kind of feel like things have shifted for me a little bit. So I needed to center myself. I needed to figure out exactly where I am, what's going on. Not to mention there's so much things going on behind the scenes that I have not shared with you guys yet. So as soon as I get settled, okay, because I'm also in the process of moving, like it's a lot of stuff going on. And this process has taken a little longer than I thought. So you know, I love all of my YouTube communities by day one. And I promise y'all, I'm going to be back on live soon, okay? But in the meantime, you guys have your daily vibrations. And those of you that join me in the meditations, we have that intimate moment over there. Those of you that are part of the Patreon community, I've already posted the ancestor reading. And we're going to be doing the karmic readings on the 23rd at 2 p.m. Okay, super excited about that. I'm super excited about that. That's actually next Saturday. Right? So 2 p.m. and I think I have a class at 3 p.m. On Saturday too, if I'm not mistaken. All right. All right, my love. No, I don't know why I was thinking I'm gonna have to push my my classes back. I was supposed to start classes today, and I kind of canceled the class today because of the new moon energy. I'm sorry, I was supposed to have a class yesterday, and I canceled the class yesterday because of the new moon energy. I wanted to sit in it, okay? All right. So, I want you guys to know, okay, to love yourself, honor yourself, and I'm going to see you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration, my love, okay? Do something kind for yourself, love yourself, and I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Bye, my loves.